A 12-year-old girl was bullied by her boss, but there was no law to help her get justice, because this was London in 1912. Women had no rights, and they weren't even allowed. To speak up, there was unrest in the streets. A group of women smashed shop windows and shouted for the right to vote. Maud was terrified. She was just a laundry worker and never wanted to get involved in anything like this. But when she turned around, she saw her co-worker Miller among them. It turned out these women had had enough. They had been petitioning for 10 years, but Parliament, run by men, kept rejecting them, and the reasons were absurd. They believed women were too emotional and unfit for politics. The next day, a member of Parliament's wife came to the factory to recruit witnesses for a women's rights hearing in Parliament. Miller volunteered because she knew very well when her husband beat her or her boss exploited her, the law never protected her. At first, Maud didn't want to be part of it, until one day she saw the boss harassing Miller's 12-year-old daughter. Her own childhood trauma came flooding back then. She finally understood silence had no future the next day. Miller was injured and couldn't testify, so Maud stepped up and spoke before the House of Commons. She said she had started working at age 7. Her mother died from steam exposure at the factory, and she herself was destined to follow the same fate. Women worked longer hours, got paid less than men, and bore the costs with their health. If we had the right to vote, couldn't we change that? Her testimony moved the Prime Minister, and it looked like the hearing might bring change, but the next day, the government's announcement was a huge disappointment due to lack of evidence. They would not support amending the voting law. Furious, the women took to the streets in protest. Her husband threw her out of the house, but that only strengthened Maud's resolve to fight for women's rights.